My name is Marieta Jablonca. I found the Breast Cancer Resource Center through a friend. I had pretty much stuck my head in the sand and didn't really want to let it be real. And she was really worried about me and made an appointment for me to come to the Breast Cancer Resource Center. In 2007, so almost 15 years ago, I was diagnosed and I had HER2 positive breast cancer. I had to wait for my surgery because of some problems, but during that time, she really wanted me to be Googling and finding out information, and I was just like not wanting to do that. My son was 7 years old, and so I was just worried that I would die and he would never know me, like really know me. Oh, when I went to the BCRC, everybody was just so nice, and they had information and a packet and goodies, and I wasn't overwhelmed, you know, but I was taking it all in, and it just felt really good. And I got to sign up for reflexology and Reiki, which were really good. Nice self-care to have during treatment. But one of the best things was the support group on Saturday mornings, and that was run by a nurse named Siobhan, and we're still in touch. She's, you know, since moved away. She was wonderful. And the best part about being in a support group, and I don't really feel like a support group person per se, but it was really nice because you were going through the same exact thing as a whole group of women, except that everybody's situation was a little different than each other, but you could still relate to the anxiety they were having, or the when you had some kind of victory, or you know, and we would share in that with them, and it was really nice. And I think the support group was probably one of the biggest, or one of the best parts of the Breast Cancer Resource Center for me. Taking the step to go there was going to make it more real. Like, this is really happening. So that's why I kind of held back and didn't want to Google anything. I just wanted to do what my doctors told me to do. And not that I was in denial, but I just didn't want it to feel completely real. And I think that was my fear in doing that. But really, you know, okay, so it is real. You have to face reality. And but I was glad I did, because that kind of support. I mean, when you go through something like this, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was just saying, you know, some of my friendships just went to another level. I just found out the capacity that my friends had to love and to give. Same with my family. And then there were one or two people that just, you know, faded into the, you know, because they couldn't handle it. And that's fine. I have no bad feelings about that. One thing I'd like to say about the BCRC is that, and that people don't realize too, is, you know, breast cancer, it's manageable for probably most people. It's manageable. It's just sucks going through it, but you can manage it, and then you have that support, and that makes it more manageable because you have that support. And I'd say I was in treatment for a year, and I think it was one of the most amazing years of my life. You know, really, I really do. I wouldn't change anything. So what comes to mind about thriving is, for the first maybe 5-6 years, I always kind of felt like I was still looking over my shoulder, and I'm not doing that anymore, you know? That was really, and I thought about it recently. I've got, wow, it's been a while since I felt like, is it coming back? Is it chasing me? And I haven't felt that way in a really long time. So for me, I'd say that's thriving. Another thing that happened was, after a couple of years after I finished my treatment, I just decided I was going to go to law school, and I did, and I got a law degree. So I never passed the bar, probably because of my chemo brain. But that's fine. I mean, I'm gainfully employed. I have, I've had some really great opportunities because I did that. I did something that I was really afraid to do when I was younger. And I just was like, if I beat breast cancer, I could probably graduate from law school, and I did. So that's another way I think I've thrived. Advice that I would give to a newly diagnosed person would be not to be scared. Go to the Breast Cancer Resource Center because you'll get a lot of support there. Also, be patient with your family and friends because sometimes they don't know how to act or what to do. Also, let people love you. Let people help you. That's hard for a lot of women because, especially if you're the type of woman who is used to doing everything or wants to do everything, just stop and let people help you. Just take in all that love and support because it's hard to do. It was hard for me at first too. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I'm still on this earth. And my family, my friends, everybody who really stepped up and supported me and made it easy for me to take all that in and to deal with what I was going through. Because it was really hard and it is scary, but support groups, that support group I'm so grateful for. I started looking forward to it every Saturday, so I'm really grateful for that. My name is Marieta Jablonca and I'm a thriver.